Welcome back to Grappling with Insanity. Today we're going to do the Figure Four Bicep Control with 2 different grip variations. Check it out. If you like what you see here, give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, hit subscribe. And if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, put them down below. I'll answer those fairly quickly. All right, so let's go ahead and do that first technique, the first grip of the Figure Four Bicep Control. And your opponent's hands, if they're doing things right, their opponent's hands are on your stomach, right? They're not on the ground. It's dangerous for them. So from here, the hands are on your stomach. What you're going to do is take your hand and grab the outside meaty part of their palm, and you're going to kind of grab their elbow. Now, sometimes you can just get this by turning the hand like this, and that arm opens up a little bit. When it does, you just assist it. You're using this as a lever to his arm, his elbow, and his elbow to the shoulder. So you get that little lever, push this in, or you can pull it right here. Sometimes you can push this in and lock it just like this, or sometimes you can pull it right here. Either way is fine. This one traps it kind of against your belly on your arm, and this one traps it under your arm, right? So we have this first grip for the arm drag. Now what happens here when we have the Figure Four, we're going to do this little shrimp move with our legs, and when you have a real opponent, you have some resistance, so it's easier to get this shearing motion. You get the shearing motion. When you do that, their one response is they base their hand out here. And the last technique I showed you is when you have this kind of opening and you have this in here, you get your leg through and you pull it all the way through for the triangle. But in this case, he wraps around your leg, preventing you from bringing that leg out. Maybe he put his hand up there, you started to bring your leg out, and he holds onto your thigh here. So you'll see when I do the techniques, I typically wouldn't break my grip like this. I just leave it here. This person would give me a real reaction, but with the dummy, I have to put it there. So it's like from here, pause reality, put his hand here, resume reality. Once I get both my feet on his hips, I get a little distance. And then from here, I'm going to keep the tension on his elbow, and I'm going to use my right hand to throw it by to the arm drag. And as I do that, I'm going to take my leg and use this chopping motion. Now, I've explained this before in other videos, but there's 2 motions you use with your leg to get up and to get lower. This motion, by shooting straight down like that, helps you, like if I want to get closer to his body, right now I'm kind of a long distance away, I'm kind of away from him. So if I want to get closer to him, maybe reclose my guard or something, I take my leg here and shuck him up. And now my hip is closer to his hip, and I can reclose my guard or whatever I want to do. But since I'm away, this is a long distance kind of motion, what I want to do is I want to use this leg, this motion, like you're chopping wood, to get up, right? So this motion helps you adjust and bring the person closer to you, and this motion helps you pop up. So you're going to use this motion along with this drag of an arm on top. So as you do this, you throw this by, and then you want to get your belly right over his back so he can't bring that arm back. And then from here, it's just a matter of, you can do the scoot where you just kind of scoot back. You use your left leg to scoot, get a hook in. And now if you don't get the top hook in, that's fine. Now I'm up kind of high, right? So maybe I can't get this other hook in because he's putting his leg in. I'm up kind of high. I want to have my center of my chest against his back. So here's where I'll use this other motion to bring him up. I'll kick straight down. I don't chop with this. That brings me up to my elbow. I shoot it straight down. Now I can kind of reclose my guard here over his hip. You know, bridge backwards, put that foot in. That's just extra back stuff. I've showed that in some of my taking the back kind of control. Get the back of his palm here and his elbow. Lift my hips up. Pull this in for a little extra assistance and bring this down. Bring my hips down. That pops the arm up. I drive my hand in. Now this hand I can either pull into my other armpit and lock this figure four bicep control up right here. From here I'm going to open my legs and do a shearing motion or scissor boom like this. I get to my side and go to get my foot, my right foot on his left hip. He grabs my leg, right? So I put his hand there and I create a little bit more distance. From here I'm going to chop and throw up and come up to my elbow. Now from here, you can also get, you get into this little motion right here. You pop up. Now you can get this, and you can roll through. If you want. Boom. Roll into this kind of truck. Boom. That is grip one. You have the chopping motion, and you have the hand on top.